It may not come as a surprise to you that we are wiping the server. This is, however, against our direction and is something we really wanted to avoid. The main reason for this is the player drop has been massive, from 30 players peak online to practically an empty server. We had 3 options: give up and cancel the server, do nothing and let the boat sink, or do something entirely different. After much debate, we chose the latter, giving it one more shot. The lessons we have learned: keeping the center map would be a mistake, as it has a number of flaws and due to neglect by Wildcard, is missed out on seasonal events. There is also uncertainty if the tech tiers will be available. We also learned that the game can quickly become unchallenging. Due in part to mammoth events and overgenerous supply drops, gameplay became too easy, and Andromeda ended up not being a survival game, but rather more of a building grind. The best replacement for this map is the island, as it is optimized and has recently gone through a revamp. The caves have been completely reworked, and it is ready for tech tier. The caves will be disabled from flyers, so will require some organized raiding. Scorched Earth will also stay within the cluster. This gives variation and again is a fully supported map. One aspect of the game we felt we could improve on is trading. Rather than selling items for cementing paste or ingots, we have built a centralized trading district located in the hidden lake and added currency mods to the game utilizing glory coins. To gain glory coins, you will be able to sell resources to the vending table. The current rates are displayed on the sell board, though these may change from time to time. Coins can also be gained by supply drops, with a small percentage in each drop. Additionally, tribes can have their own shops and sell items for glory coins to other players even when they are offline. This will be limited to 1 table per tribe. A research table is also available to all players to benefit in increasing their items' quality. This comes at a cost, of course, and is chance-driven. The buying area allows players to buy resources with their hard-earned glory coins. However, it's certainly not the most efficient way, and we envisage players using this feature will be doing so in emergencies only. We also have a props table filled with over 200 new props, allowing players to furnish their housing in pretty much every way possible. These items can only be purchased with coins and not crafted. One of the biggest changes is we have decided to go to PvPvE, or player versus environment. This format attempts to strike a balance between PvE and PvP. The majority of the map will remain PvE, with a small fenced-off area of the map shown in red for PvP. Players may choose to build their bases in the red zone should they wish, and bases in the red zone may be raided by all players. However, bases and players outside of this area will not be allowed to be raided. This means PvP will be allowed within a small section of the map, creating some new and exciting possibilities. Should these rules be broken, either intentionally or otherwise, penalties will be in place and enforced. To protect against accidents, you will be able to use offline raid protection items, limited to 4 units per tribe. Bear in mind that 90% of the island and 100% of Scorched Earth are within the safe zone, so there's plenty of space for everyone. Killing a player within the safe zone, being purely accidental, carries a light sentence. The offending player will be locked up in a cell until dying of starvation or thirst. Other players can see in, but the prisoner can't see out. Trust me, it's a punishing place. The player who has been murdered is given the decision to punish the killer by having him or her locked up in the prison until they die of starvation. The killer will be given 15 minutes to deposit their items before being summoned to a prison cell. No strike will be issued. Please note, this also applies to knockouts and trank arrows based on accidental occurrence. Killing a player within the safe zone intentionally, however, carries a much tougher sentence. The killer will be stripped of their items and summoned to a prison cell. As well as losing their gear, they will be issued a strike warning. A player reaching 3 strikes will result in a permanent ban from the server. If a player intentionally damages a player's building, kills their tamed creatures, or steals their items, it will result in an automatic permanent server ban. Please note this also applies to community buildings. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in Andromeda.